On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country.
2010 is a major milestone for the Boy Scouts of America and the Aloha Council. Scouting has seen great changes in its first 100 years, yet many things remain the same. Scouting's 100th birthday is an opportunity to look back at its origins and also toward the future.
To keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Aloha, I'm Bill Baste, and for the next few minutes, we'll view the historic past, the present, and the future of Scouting in Hawaii. It was in 1908 in England that a British Army Lieutenant General named Robert Baden-Powell founded the original Boy Scout program. In 1910, newspaper mogul and explorer William D. Boyce brought Scouting to America, and just 2 months later, it was introduced to the territory of Hawaii by the renowned painter David Howard Hitchcock. Hitchcock founded Troop 1, which is still chartered to Punahou School today. In 1917, James A. Kimo Wilder took the struggling Sea Scout program and transformed it into a national organization. Wilder volunteered full-time as the only Chief Sea Scout in the program's history, funded the department himself, and organized the first Sea Scout manual. His efforts gave rise to senior scouting, exploring, venturing, and other programs for older scouts today. Because of the success of Boy Scouts, the Cub Scout program was established in 1930 so that 7 to 10-year-olds could also enjoy the benefits of scouting. The parent organization for Scouting here is the Aloha Council, which covers the largest geographic area of any Scout council in the world. It spans the entire Pacific region, including most of Hawaii, Guam, American Samoa, the Marianas, Marshall Islands, Micronesia, and Palau. Over 8 million square miles crossing both the international dateline and the equator. Today, the Aloha Council serves approximately 900 scouting groups and more than 19,000 scouts. As we celebrate Scouting's 100th year in Hawaii, we take great pride in its growth and its many accomplishments. It is also a time to express our gratitude to those who led the way. In its first 100 years, 36 presidents have led the Aloha Council. These were leaders who gave of themselves selflessly in order to ensure a brighter future for those who would follow. While looking forward to the challenges that lay ahead, they also looked back in order to preserve Scouting's traditions. Like good scouts, they improvised, adapted, and were prepared for the future. Scouting's centennial anniversary is a time to recommit ourselves to Scouting's core values and lessons so that the next 100 years will be as rich and promising as our first century in Hawaii. Since 1910, Scouting has changed dramatically, but in many ways, it has also remained the same. Those canvas tents without floors or mosquito netting, wooden tent poles, candles, and other camping equipment have all improved, making enjoying the outdoors a lot more comfortable. But Scouting's core values, lessons, and guiding principles remain unchanged. In addition to traditional Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts, today's Scouts could choose from a nearly limitless variety of activities, interests, and even career-oriented training. For example, the Explorer program was created for young men and women ages 14 to 20. It allows them to experience career-oriented activities, including fire explorers, police explorers, aviation explorers, and others. Also, for 14 to 20-year-old men and women, Venture Crews and Sea Scouting offer a wide range of activities. Venture Crews follow their passion for sports, arts, hobbies, religion, travel, and more. Sea Scouting is a natural in the Pacific region. Young men and women sail the ocean while gaining valuable skills and experience. The variety of activities and interests are limitless and allow Scouts to pursue many different paths. They're able to earn awards to achieve and progress as Scouts while learning universal lessons that are valuable to all young men and women. Many of these activities would not be possible without the support of volunteers who serve as Scout leaders, counselors, instructors, and mentors. The lessons learned by young Scouts will stay with them for a lifetime. Equally important to Scouting is the generous financial support from individuals, community organizations, and businesses that make these life-changing experiences possible. While the Aloha Council is the foundation for Scouting in the Pacific, the backbone of Scouting has to be a Scout's family. Fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, grandparents, and friends are all part of the Scouting Ohana. The memories of hikes, camps, ceremonies, and other special occasions will last forever. Family members, as well as their Scouts, give and receive the precious gift of time together. Ask any young Scout about the Scouting way of life.
Be prepared!
Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. So I've learned and taken that to heart.
I learned how to take charge, to be a leader, to help out. It taught me a lot about responsibility and not just considering about your own improvement and your own goals, but to help others reach them as well.
I guess it's something like togetherness, family, because we're all really close.
I like that it teaches us important skills for the future, and it's very fun. We just do a lot of really fun activities.
Things that I learned in the Explorer Scout program I still use today as far as on the job and even in personal life.
I enjoy the fact that I get to make new friends and meet new people, and Scouting has also helped me to become a better person and like do more community service, and it's like taught me some valuable life lessons. So yeah, it's helped me to become a better person actually.
I guess it's teamwork, since we always work in a group.
My son started Scouting as a Cub Scout. He may have had that kind heart in him already, but I think that Scouting has really helped to develop that in him into the kind of young man that we want all of our children and all of our young adults to become.
Well, I like helping other people, and my most favorite thing is camping.
I learned about soil and water conservation and how to take care of our aina.
Being a leader has totally made me a better follower.
When I get older, I'd like to become a Scout advisor.
What I want the kids to take with them for the rest of their lives are the values that are conveyed by Scouting. That's going to be something that's going to make them better citizens overall, and something that hopefully years from now is going to reflect a lot of credit on our community, and on the Scouting program.
When we sit in our closing circle and we cross arms and join hands together and we just review our meeting, we connect our hearts, we connect our minds, we recite the Cub Scout promise to each other, and it really bonds us together as a group. And it's in that moment where I share a deep, heartfelt connection with my son and my boys together that I think will carry us through for many, many years in the future.
Once a Scout, always a Scout.
If you're a boy and you're at least 11, 5th grade, try it out. It's fun.
These memories, friendships, and the lessons learned will guide them for the rest of their lives. As you can see, Scouting has provided a valuable and life-changing experience For
Scout, always a scout.
If you're a boy and you're at least 11, 5th grade, try it out. It's fun.
These memories, friendships, and the lessons learned will guide them for the rest of their lives. As you can see, Scouting has provided a valuable and life-changing experience for so many young men and women in its first 100 years. Do you know a young person who could benefit from being a Cub Scout, Boy Scout, Sea Scout, Explorer, or Venture crew member? Or would you like to become a Scout leader, volunteer, or counselor? Scouting is a way to enrich the lives of young men and women by preparing them for life's challenges. It strengthens our state, our communities, and our country. You see, Scouting is not just an activity, it's a way of life for a lifetime. To learn more about how you can join us, to make a contribution, or to volunteer, please contact the Aloha Council. And Scouting's future? Well, that will be built and shaped by Scouts, leaders, and volunteers like you. Aloha, I'm Bill Bass, wishing you all good Scouting.
Half my life is over and I think I understand the things I took for granted as a younger man. Well, I'm older and I'm wiser, but I've got a way to go before I've learned all of the things I want to know. And I know the journey of your life has just begun. There are hills to climb and so much yet to be done. And someday I know that you'll look back and half my life is over and I think I understand the things I took for granted as a younger man. Well, I'm older and I'm wiser, but I've got a way to go before I've learned all of the things I want to know. And I know the journey of your life has just begun. There are hills to climb and so much yet to be done. And someday I know that you'll look back and understand. Someday you will understand. One day